Hi everyone, Note White's here. It's been a little while since I've been able to put something out, but I apologize for that. Just because of honestly, I've been beat from work and stuff like that, and just I always end up falling asleep when I get home and then just waking up late and stuff. But anyway, what I wanted to do today was give another one of them developer updates on what's going on with my game, and hopefully we can show you some of the progress that I've been able to make. So let's jump right into it. Alright, and welcome. This is our development updates. You might notice some things have changed, but let's bring back the floor for a second. So, preview invisibility. So, okay. Where do we start? This is where oh boy, where do I start? Well, let's talk about the environment first. Someone, when I showed them the last developer update, they kind of gave me this idea of the sort of space area, sort of a almost if it were planets actually involved in this. And I kind of did like to take that concept because I did like at least the idea of it being in space. So I kind of went for this blue and red aesthetic with some very nice shooting stars that I enjoy. A nice little red sun there because I think that looks kind of nice with a bit of blue sky, a kind of cool blue. And let's think another thing. And I've also majorly got rid of the floor itself, actually. That's why I have this preview invisibility turned off and then I have it turned back on. But yeah, most of the time I got rid of the floor because I think that just looks a lot nicer, and with it, I think it looks a bit nicer without it, honestly. And also, and one thing that I've added to at least a protagonist was his little happy face. He looks so happy. So, and it's just a simple thing made out. It's just a simple sculpt made out of the cylinder. Wait, no, the was it the cylinder? Yeah, the sphere, I believe. Wait, no. No, I'm getting confused now. No, it was made out of this one. Yeah, the cylinder. I was like, I was wondering where that was. But yeah, it's made out of the cylinder. And I want to say... No, it's made of also the wedge. And what I did was I angled it. I cut into it a little bit to kind of just not have it as full, because if you compare the two... Because if you do compare the two... Why is it lagging so much? What the heck? That is really weird. There we go. Because if you compare the two, you can see how it just is a lot more full. So what I did, I just cut like that top off, or I should say that bottom off more so, and flipped it and made it a little happy face. Now, the one unfortunate thing that I ran into was that, and actually they're also equipped via a bolt to him, so that also helps it stick on, rather than also just being, as well as being in a group. Now, I wanted to do the same thing with the enemy. I want to do basically the same thing, but give it red and make that an angry frowny face. I think I even gave him like little eyebrows to kind of give him a flared anger look. But what I found was that even when connecting them via a bolt like this guy is, none of them really showed up. They never really showed up in terms of the emitted objects, which I was a little bit confused by. I'm not sure why exactly that didn't work. So that's why, at least for right now, I don't want to say the idea is off the table, but I'll still continue to work on that. At least for right now, it isn't there. Because it was also staying there as like a physical object that you would end up running into. Now, the one big thing from feedback I also want, and also you can get a good sense of lighting, we'll jump into gameplay right now and get a... I think that should be okay. I'll drop it down a little bit just in case. Because I do have some music in the background for it. Now, the one thing I wanted to show off was that we still have everything here. We still have everything, instructions. You would get to avoid the red balls. You get to collect your power-ups. But Actually, right there. I was about to say the one big thing that I wanted to address. What I wanted to say was that I heard the feedback from people from the original, from my friends and stuff. Now, everyone that I talked to wanted some sort of feedback from uh, the actual when you're being hit. So what I've gone and done is that I've added not only a sound effect, you can probably decent variety, but I've also added a vibration tool. So every time you are hit by the enemy, your controller will also vibrate. I feel that not only gives an auditory feedback for it, but it also gives you a bit of haptic feedback, a bit of haptic, and being able to actually feel where you got hit. Well, not feel where you got hit, but you can actually at least give a little bit more. What's the word I'm trying to think of? I don't know. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to think of. But but it's just a simple. But it was just a simple impact sensor going from the touching. I might switch that to a bump. I might try that instead. But it's as simple as going out from the touching and into the rumble sensor right here. And we have it about 70% for both of them because I like that you can customize each motor. And as you probably heard, also there's what the and also as you probably heard, there was also music in the background because what I've done is I've sort of taken that one song that I ended up making for and just kind of having that as a I think it's about a minute or so, probably maybe less, about a minute or so, and looping that because I also have a couple other songs in here. Let's see here. I think it's somewhere. That's definitely not it. I don't think it's anything here. No, it's not here, but I did have kind of another part. I took the section of the song one section of the song that I had and kind of wanted to make it its own. Now, when it comes to the other thing I wanted to bring up was how tough when it comes to because I think it's kind of fun so far. Whoa. I think it's kind of fun. I mean, besides the small glitches that I have, the small glitches that I have right now, I'd say it's decently done so far. I think it's pretty good. But the one thing that makes it so hard when you're developing is that because this is my first Dreams game, I don't know when to stop, and I don't know when I want to stop adding stuff, and when I want to stop adding stuff or getting ideas to, oh, should I add this? Should I add this? And not release it just yet. As you can tell, there needs to be still some mixing on the done well enough. Because it's just a little bit, you kind of, when you're making your first game, I kind of get that sense of, do I want to add this? Do I want to add this? Should I hold it back from releasing? Should I let people play it now? So that's kind of one thing I'm still just trying to fully grasp, almost like kind of grasp of when to stop adding stuff and just concentrate on what I have now. So I would love to end this by saying you could play this now as like a very early build. I would love to, but I don't know if I should. I'm kind of holding it back, even though I do want people to play it still and understand. I do want people to play it. I know that, but I also am like, don't feel it's ready. So I'm just kind of still debating on that and what to actually do. But thank you for at least joining. If you kind of hopefully you found this at least a decent bit of a dive into everything. And yeah, the health and score pickups, they remain pretty much the same. So I hopefully you're able to find this a little bit entertaining and understanding. I'll tell you, it doesn't get, for me, it still hasn't gotten easier to kind of talk on the mic like this. It still feels like I worry about stammering and all that, and like just jumping around. But anyway, hopefully I'll be able to. I would love to continue some work on this and think of what to do and what to add, or maybe if it's done, or then release it. Whenever I release whatever build, an alpha build or playable alpha or beta onto the Dreams Dreamverse, I will happily let everyone know, and I will let you all know. So I thank you all for joining this, and I will see you next time. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Oh, my apologies. One thing I forgot to mention was that so next Saturday and Sunday is the Burning Mare Music Festival, and I will be performing there on the SugarCube Corner stage at 10:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will include their Twitter, and so you can hopefully find some more information about that. And I hope to see you there. It'll be a good time, and hopefully you can come out to support not only myself, but also everyone else who will be performing. We got a bunch of great artists that are going to be there. So, as I said, thank you, and take care. Have a good night.